R&D stands for research and development, and it's a critical part in the process that a lot of people overlook. Research is used to figure out what's going on with the product and how you can make it better. And the development part is how you actually make it better. What steps are you taking to improve this product? And you have to have a place to start. You do. You have to have a prototype or an example of the product so you can work on making it better. In our case, you're going to see me go on the STIIIZY website to not only see what kind of products they offer and how they brand and cater to their markets, but so that I can purchase some of their batteries and start using them as my prototypes, or the base of my prototypes at least. My goal is to order some batteries, send them to my CAD designer, have him use his tools to figure out how thick of a case we should make and in what dimensions, and then go from there digitally. I'm going to do some hand drawings and show him exactly what I want to accomplish with some photos and things like that to just articulate it better. But nonetheless, we have to get the product from somewhere. So why not get it from the source and do some R&D at the same time? Welcome to Brick by Brick, a step-by-step YouTube series that documents the building of a company from start to finish.
Okay, they're here.
Now, instead of just jumping into it and showing you how I buy the products, which is pretty straightforward, I want to talk about one more thing, and that is the write-off aspect, the tax implications of spending money on research and development. So the IRS says that whenever an expense is regular and ordinary, or necessary for your business to make money, you can write it off as a business expense. So in this case, we are buying cannabis vapes online. Well, not really cannabis vapes, we're just buying batteries in order to do some R&D. In order to use a micrometer and see how thick it is and things like that. So it's an absolutely necessary business expense. However, we don't have the LLC set up or the company. We don't have the bank account. We don't have the EIN yet. This is all being bankrolled by my holding company until we get established a little bit further along. So what do you do? What does the average person do and how do they handle it? Here's how I solve the financial aspect of it. Because you're gonna have to spend some money on it and you're gonna have to buy some stuff in the beginning before you have the company set up. So what do? Save your receipts. That's the most important thing, is to stay organized and save your receipts. I built a small expense tracker in Notion for this project, and I'm going to record the expenses there so I can pay myself back with the profits of the company. But just know that in the beginning, you're going to have a deficit. You're going to be spending more money than you're making because it costs a little bit of money to make money. So when you spend a couple $100s on these batteries, I'm going to take these receipts and I'm going to put them in my Dropbox folder underneath vape case, underneath research and development. That way I can give the receipts to my bookkeeper when the time comes and they can add them in and I can make sure that I get paid back for them. But in the beginning, it's just going to be you spending your own money. And only until you set up the company, the bank account, and have some money coming into the business bank account, then you can pay yourself back. But until then, just know that you're going to be carrying the balance. And in my case, my holding company is going to be carrying the balance. So just a few things to think about when you're purchasing materials for research and development. Know that you can write them off, but the expense is going to be on you in the beginning. And that's why I'm a big fan of leveraging your savings or leveraging credit cards as long as you can pay them back on time and be responsible. Let's take a look at the STIIIZY website and how I'm purchasing these batteries. You get a good idea of their branding and who they sell to and the types of items that they sell. And then we're going to wrap this up to get on to the next video. Here we are on the STIIIZY website. Let's take a look at what they have. So you can see on the home page, they have a couple different products they order. They have flour, they have vapes and batteries, they have wax, they have edibles. They're a lifestyle brand almost. Like they market themselves in this way, like brotherhood and togetherness and edgy streetwear type of cannabis vibes. They do. It's about party time. It's about cool. STIIIZY's cool. And so we need to remember that when we're designing things for these customers who identify with this brand. Let's look at what they offer here on their homepage, which is their starter kit, which is a battery, of course. It doesn't come with the cannabis cartridge, but you can see that they have different colors. We're going to make different colors too, but we're going to make cases. So we definitely need to order a couple of these. We need to order at least 3 so that we can showcase 3 different case colors when we take photos and when we do some R&D. We also need to send one to Greg so that he can make sure that, he's got all the dimensions and everything. You can see they won a ton of awards. They're super popular. They open up a bunch of stores. Let's look at their products. Let's go to shop, see what happens where it takes. Okay, so they got a lot of merch. So they have a non-smoking and smoking merch. which is going to give us a good idea of what other types of products we can add, like a lanyard to our vapes. That's going to be a great one. A drawstring bag. I would like to do one better, one that's smell proof. That would be really cool. I think that would just be so fun. So let's take a look at more of their smoking products so we can get a better idea of what they sell. Ashtrays, grinders, okay, all typical stuff. These are the two that we're interested in. The small battery, which we just put 3 in our cart, and then the big. So when it comes to STIIIZY consumers or customers, they use the big battery when they're committed to this brand. And the big battery has more amperage, it has more charging capacity, it lasts longer, it hits better. And so a lot of the real true STIIIZY heads, is what we call the STIIIZY enthusiasts, are going to be using the big battery. So we want to make a case for them too. So let's go ahead and add 3 of those to the cart. See, it's pretty expensive, 180 bucks or so. They make one other vape product that's not sold on their website because it's a disposable standalone unit. We're going to worry about that another time and just focus on the big and the little. Now, real quick before we go, I just want to peek at some of the other stuff they have going on so we can have a better idea of what they're doing in terms of like branding and stuff they're selling. Okay, so they got stickers, lots of different types of stickers, hats, merch, bags, skateboard decks. All right, so they're basically just throwing their brand name on everything they can. All right, fair. We need to figure out 3 additional products that we can sell along with our vape cases. And so that's why we're looking at these products right now, so that we can, figure out, what might be a good fit. I really like the bag idea. I really like the lanyard idea. I really like the rolling tray idea. But we're going to have to talk to our community. And as we start to build our community, we're going to ask them questions. What would you like to see? What would make your life easier? Like, are you missing stuff? Are you losing things? What would you like to see? What would you like to have to make your life better? And that's how we're really going to choose our products. Because overall, our goal isn't to be a cannabis company. It's to be a company that provides solutions to stoners so they don't lose their stuff. So I hope you learned something. I'm going to go ahead and check out, purchase these items so that we can take photos, do some research and development, send them to Greg, get our CAD designs made up. This is how we start. We have to get the products from somewhere. So who better to show you where they come from than the source itself? I'll see you in the next video.